Wiswald's been taking a bearing, but I'll not be a bad place, not now. It's like magic research. You have to accept how things are in order to see your way forward. You can't make progress if you haven't got a starting point, and this is mine. I start to believe it now, but Wiswald used to be just a regular wee village. It was pretty boring, if I'm being honest. Living in the home of magic is a lot more exciting, let me tell you. Here's our pals Ryan and Lily, back together and better than ever. Cheers! Here's our pals Elvis. May he have the best luck of his latest adventures. Oh, this was a tragedy and a mistake. Sorry, I just heard all the researchers got murdered. We haven't told the Barons about it yet, of course. It's bad enough for us grown-ups. Barons, I guess you mean the kids? My old pals would be pretty handy in the end, eh? I best make sure to return their favor someday. Nothing telling them to, of course. They'll only get their hopes up. Is it me, or is all the trees suddenly stop growing? Ugh, I hope they don't start living on us now. They're the only thing that's keeping the town standing. I should probably start watering them and spraying some fertilizer around the roots, maybe. If you're headed to Rindell, you'll be needing to pass through the Wayward Woods. It gets pretty nippy on the other side of the forest, so make sure you wrap up more before you head off, eh? Oh, it's cold up there. Okay. So apparently now the trees are the only thing that's keeping the town afloat. Okay, Adele's up there. The Institute's here. Are there any quests in here? I heard you avenged my dead pals. Thank you, it means a lot. I still know what we do to explain what happened there at Wee Ones. We'll look after them. That's the most important thing. Is that Roddy? No, that's Elvis. We've whittled down our working pilots about having to transform Wiswald like that, and we're down to 18. We need to care about 250 experience in order to test them all, and a mere 2 years' work or so, the blink of an eye. I'm so blown away that power must have taken a complete transform Wiswald. And jealous too, I'd never be able to pull off swings so spectacular. Probably for the best. After all, they do say power corrupts, don't they?
What's with all the sighing, Elvis?
Oh, I was just reminiscing about when I first came across the old book here is all. I found it when I was going through Lady Emma's things after she... I couldn't read a word of it at first. But then I happened to plonk it down near an asterisk she had lying around on her desk, and suddenly I could make sense of some of it.
Oh, it looked to me like in the flashback we saw in his other side quest over in Halcyonia. It looked like she was using the Black Mage asterisk.
I just hope she managed to figure that much out at least. No way I've ever known now, I suppose. Wait, what am I talking about? Of course there is. She was always jotting down wee notes about every little thing and shoving them in books. I'll bet there's something useful somewhere on those shelves.
I guess we'd better take a look then, huh?
In addition to working on my research, I'm also teaching the basics of magic to a couple of young hopefuls. I'm trying to be patient, and I appreciate that everyone develops at their own pace. But I must say, one of them in particular has been a disaster so far.
Elvis.
On the first day, he set his hair on fire. On the second day, he set his clothes on fire. Heaven knows what'll be going up in smoke next. And as if that wasn't bad enough, when he came in on the third day, He tried to laugh it all off.
It's Elvis!
Not to the details, whatever that's supposed to mean. Still, I suppose blind optimism is a virtue of sorts.
Elvis? What's she talking about?
Sweat the details, eh?
Oh, man. We're probably to go through the dungeon to get to the last one, aren't we?
I found a strange old book, and I'm struggling to make any sense of it. It seems to be written in a language I've never seen before. I'd almost given up on being able to decipher any of it, but then suddenly, some of it started making sense. Seems it was reacting to my asterisk, but I've not managed to work out much beyond that yet. It's driving me potty. There must be some way of reading the rest, though. And I'll not stop until I found it. Something tells me it's important. That he'd want me to.
Who?
So Lady Emma had noticed the connection between the book and the asterisks, eh?
Do you know who she was talking about at the end? The he she mentioned?
No idea, sorry. Someone from our past, maybe? She wasn't exactly one for sharing.
Is there any more? Yep, we gotta go through. Oh, we'll take it straight at the end. Okay. Right, it up. There's no one here, and once you get the, if there is a second one, once you get the second one, it updates it to go between both of them. If Rai's not his best, then we're all in trouble. He's the one who can get the people working, Wiswald work together. Most readers only care about their work. They don't interested in, well, in people. But Rai, he's different. But not Rai, he's different. Okay.
My apprentice continues to be just about the sloppiest magician I've ever had the misfortune to teach. But oddly, he's also the one I've the most faith will come good in the end. His progress has been painfully slow, but he's determined not to give up. He's got grit, I'll give him that. And curiosity too. These two qualities alone will take him far. But most of all, he's compassionate, I suppose you'd say. He just seems to know when people need help. He's even snapped me out of one or two of my black moods. Aye, you're not all bad, Elvis.
Lady Emma.
Another flashback, I suppose.
It's no good. I can't make head nor tail of it. What if there's nothing to understand? What if it's just meaningless gibberish? I have to test my theory. I have to get my hands on another asterisk.
Yep, she's using the black mage.
Lady Emma, I brought the package you asked for.
Thanks, Elvis. You can leave it over there.
Still getting nowhere, eh?
Hmm?
Oh, you've been frowning at whatever that is for days now. Maybe you should take a wee break or something. A spot of fresh air can work wonders, you know. Not that that face you're making isn't charming, of course, but you wouldn't want to get stuck looking that way, eh? Is something I can help with, maybe?
You're very kind, but I doubt it.
Fair enough. Will you at least let me make you a nice cup of tea, then?
Aye. That'd be lovely. Thank you.
Alrighty then. I'll be with you in a jiffy. You'll crack it sooner or later, Lady Emma. I know you will.
Yeah. Ugh, Elvis. What would I do without you, eh?
I wonder if the package was another asterisk. I think she's still alive.
Well. And there I was, thinking I never gave her much of any use. I
guess that's how it is with students and teachers, right?
Aye, I suppose it is.
Okay. So... okay, equip that. No, I need to... Alright. You... You're so close, I'm just leaving you there right now. A second row? A second column, I mean? Holy crap, how many astros are there? Okay, they both need to be in this class. What you? Humanoids, I want that one for sure. The user becomes more likely to inflict critical hits and also immune to blindness and BPR at 1 or higher. Huh. I think I'll switch him out once he gets that. But then what to put him in next? So JaidynReiman fought alongside Sir Sloan once upon a time. Aye, 50 years back to be precise. Sir Sloan did mention that they were around the same age. Ha! Then he told you more about she... Then he told you more about she ever told... Then he told you more than she ever told us. We had literally no idea how old she was, and it was impossible to tell. What do you mean? Well, some days she looked 30-ish, other days 20-ish. Some days she even looked younger than me. How's that possible? Was she using magic or something? Could be. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, if she was around Sir Sloan's age, that would make her at least... What does it even matter how old she was? If she managed to keep her youthful good look somehow, that'd be more power to her. I suppose you're right. Some mysteries are buried left unsolved, eh? I think she's still alive. Somehow they think she died, but... I don't know why they think that, but somehow they think she died. But I think she disappeared due to an asterisk. They really keep playing up Lady Emma. Anyway, I need to get some items. Oh, another Elvis quest? I guess it's not too shocking, but jeez. I used all my Phoenix Downs. I was so close to failing that battle.
Smell that.
Smell what?
You're joking, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I've not come across that sweet, sweet aroma for a good old while. Excuse me, pal. You've got some Mandarin tea in, aye?
You've a keen nose on you, eh? A connoisseur, are we?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I know my Mandarin tea at least. Used to drink buckets of the stuff.
That would explain it then. Aye, it's a flavour that's hard to forget, that's for sure. I'd offer you some, but we've just this minute sold out, I'm afraid.
What? Ah, you're kidding me. Talk about getting a fellow's hopes up. So, what I can smell is my chances of having a cup wafting out of the door. Oh, well, that's just perfect.
Sorry, I really am. Tell you what, if I ever get some more in, I'll set you a bag aside. How about that?
That's nice of you and all, but I'm a traveling man. I'll probably be long gone by then. Ah, typical. It's all I can think of now. But honestly, you've got to try it. There's a reason they call it the tea lover's tea of teas.
Wow. That does sound pretty special.
So special that after I introduced it to my family, they started having it made by special appointment, no less.
Wait, I thought I recognized you. You're a
You're
Leslie, eh? No wonder you know your tea.
Oh.
Your lot used to be my best customers.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe you can have a dig around in the stockroom and see what you can find for old time's sake.
I'd love to help you, laddie, but I really have run out. And the only way to get more is to hunt down a lairad or two. The problem with that being that you don't see so many of them round our way these days. To be honest, it was a bit of a miracle that I managed to get my hands on that last batch.
Ah, what a pickle, eh? Well, looks like there's only one thing for it.
You're planning on hunting some of these things down yourself?
Yep.
Of course I am! How else are we supposed to get our hands on these tea leaves?
Wait, we?
Aye! Or were you planning on making me do it on my own? Look, you'll thank me when you've tried this tea, I promise you. It's going to blow your tiny little mind. Or my name's not Elvis, Baron of Beverages.
Aye, and I'll pay you a pretty penny for any you can't use as well.
You've got yourself a deal, my friend. Alrighty! A
hunting we will go. Oh boy. So where do we find that at? Those two forests make sense now because the second forest takes you north. Oh. That's it. So these are ley rods.
Come, let us fight.
Well,
To arms. Be healed. How thoughtful of you.
Right,
I forgot to re-equip her.
eat sorcery.
Okay then.
What's the plan?
Away and fire your heat.
To arms. I hope my voice holds.
Okay, what's the plan?
Here I go. Oops.
Right, let's see.
Okay then. Better cover up.
I'm up, huh?
Okay, what's the plan? Get some!
Let's keep this up, guys.
New powers, huh?
There we go. Okay, you can swap out now. Wind and lightning resistance. Interesting. Dang! There's our layer rod.
Right, let's see. Away and fire your heat, and all
Whoa.
bites of dust.
I hope my voice holds. There's more where that came from.
Okay then. Oh, what's next to wonder?
Let me see. A music
There's something. Want to see what I can really do?
You're all right.
Ow.
Right? Don't take it personally. You will regret your impertinence. Be healed. All right
Time
then.
for a spot revenge. Time to play my trump cards.
Very well.
Okay, what's the plan? Get some.
I'm up, huh? Yeah, I got another
Want
one.
to see what I can really do?
I am
That'll do
beginning
nicely.
to feel like a warrior.
He's back.
Want to see what I can really do? Away and fire your heat.
Very well.
Veronica!
Here I go.
Time to play my trump cards. Come and get her.
That was nice.
Don't feel too good.
Let me help
Cheers. Want to see what I can really do?
you. You're not messing around. What's the plan? Easy does it. Allow me. Here I go.
No big deal. It's nothing.
All right then.
No big deal. Time to play my trump cards.
I must endure. What's the plan?
Here I go. Want to see what I can really do? Good job, I
Let
braced
me
myself.
I'm up, huh? Yeah! No way! I don't understand.
Easy. Time to play my trump cards. Aye, this should do it. I need to do something about this.
I don't understand. Be healed. All right then.
Want to see what I can really do? Here, this'll help.
Here I go. To arms.
Time to play my trump cards. Aye, this should do
I'm
it.
up, huh? That wasn't part of the plan.
Guess it's my turn.
Want to see what I can really do?
Here I go. I don't understand. Let me see.
Time to play my trump cards.
Oops.
It's nothing. No big deal.
Our quest must go on.
Onwards and upwards.
Okay, that quest is done now. What? Oh.
Woo-wee! Look at this great pile of leaves we've gathered.
Nobody's gonna be running short of your favorite tea now, huh?
Aye, and I couldn't have done it without you. I owe you big time for this one, old pal. Now, prepare yourself for a cuppa that'll change your life. Ah, well, let's go and offload the surplus first, eh? Business before pleasure.
Okay. Well, that's done now. Where am I going?
Here you go, as promised.
Crikey, I didn't expect you to bring me this much.
Never underestimate the power of a good cup of tea to light a fire under a fellow.
Wow.
All right, let's get you paid up, shall we? A pleasure doing business with you.
And speaking of pleasure, I reckon it's time we got a cup of this nectar down us, don't you? Ooh, that's the stuff. I could drink a bathful and still come back for more. And yourself? Bet you've never tasted anything like it, eh?
It's good. Has a certain something. I can see how you get to like it so much.
Ah, and get to like it I did. Lady Emma and I used to have a cup every afternoon. There was something about it. No matter how many times she'd told me off during the day, she'd always be nice to me at tea time. And she taught me a lot. Made me the man I am today. But the first lesson I ever learned from her was how to brew a proper pot of this. What you're tasting there, that's Lady Emma in a cup. I started brewing it at home and pretty soon the whole family was hooked. That's how come we started ordering it in specially.
Interesting.
But learning to make it was no mean feat. There's a lot to it, and I was no more patient back then than I am now. She stuck with me though. Drilled it into me until I got it right at last. Best teacher a man could hope to have. I sometimes think I should have done more to thank her. Not much I can do about it now though.
Hey, Elvis. Do you ever wish you could go back? Maybe if you could do it all again, you'd listen more. Try harder.
Ah, nah. I'd be just as bad as I was the first time round, I'm sure. Some things run too deep. And besides, that angry face of hers was an absolute peach. I'd never have got to see it if I'd been a goody two-shoes. Ah, anyway, that's enough nostalgia for one day. Sorry to bore you.
Oh, it wasn't boring at all. I'd like to hear more sometime. Maybe over a cup of this delicious tea.
Aye. I'd like that.
Alright. Okay. So, you're particular about your tea, huh, Elvis? Nope. That is one of the things I'm particular about. Yep, Mr. Don't Split Details here. He says I'm playing when it comes to how stuff tastes. Actually, anyone who enjoys the fire thing's life, one of the most sophisticated flavors that can trace through the soul. Indeed, although such obsessions can be taken to excess, of course. Says you. Mine's a good example. You need to know your vintages, your grapes, your producers. There's all sorts of factors to consider when picking up Phil Split the Details, and you're in a whole world of trouble. What about your tavern selection? I don't see you explaining me details there. Ha! Shows what you know. The taverns is all about the atmosphere. It's not just a place to get a drink, it's a place to escape the stresses and strains of the whole world. To celebrate life in all its messy glory. So you best believe I'm sweating plenty of details when I pick one. And it takes an expert to spot winner, I can promise you that. He's totally right. If the atmosphere is wrong, everything's wrong. Aye, and only then do you worry about what you're drinking. You want something that'll get you steadily but reliably merry. Nothing too fiery. Hey, the fiery stuff is what gets you reliably merry. Why cut straight to the chase? Because, dear girl, that'd be vulgar in the extreme. A gentleman takes these things gradually. Oh, and there I was thinking they were in agreement for once. So sweating details about which details to sweat now. I can't keep up.